welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be quite a short video. I'm just going to teach you how to make my little four-wheel drive solar powered shower that I have. This was actually quite a requested video quite a while ago actually, when I put up my first Pajero walkthrough, but I haven't really had any time to get around to it till now, so you know, it is what it is. These things do take time, guys. But anyway, this shower is about a 15-litre tank. It will take you probably about a whole day to make. It's really basic, and I need to start off by saying that it doesn't get like boiling hot warm. Like, it's not going to be like the warmest shower of your life, but it is warm enough to wash the sand or wash the water, or like the beach water and everything, off you after a full day of activities, and you know, just so you can climb into your bed feeling nice and clean essentially. It will cost probably about 100 to 150 Australian dollars, depending on like what type of pump you get and what wiring and everything you need. If you are from Australia, I got pretty much everything from Bunnings except for the pump, which I got from a boat shop. If you're not from Australia, just go to your local hardware store and get the pieces similar to what I'm about to show you. I will link everything in the description of this video of what I have used, so you can easily find it. But that's enough of that. Let's get straight to it. Okay, so let's start off by telling you what you exactly need. So for mine, I've just used a 100mm 1 meter bit of PVC pipe. You can get bigger or smaller, it just depends how big you want your shower to be. One 100mm 88-degree shoulder piece or connector piece, whatever you want to call it. And then you'll also need one 100mm threaded insert, and that will go in like that. And then that will be where you top up your shower. You will also then need one of the threaded caps, and that just obviously threads on top of that bit. I will have to also mention that when you do go to use this shower, you will have to crack the top of it slightly, just so you can get a little bit of airflow. You can pressurize the shower and all that. I know there's a lot of showers out there where you can do that, but it's just, this is just easier and simple than going through that whole pressurizing process with an air compressor and everything. So keep it simple, you know. Then you will need some PVC pipe cement for assembly. You'll need a 100mm push-on cap. Now you can get this, or you can get the threaded cap. If you get the threaded cap, which is what I've actually got on my shower, I'm just using this one as an example. You will need to get the threaded insert for the other side, and that will be on the other side of the pipe, which will be where you connect your tap to. You will then need one Whale 12-volt inline pump, as well as two of your little hose connectors. I can't actually remember the name of them, but I'll put them up here and then put a picture and everything. You'll then need just one regular hose, tap connector, garden hose, whatever you want to call it, from your hardware store. It doesn't have to be an expensive one. You'll need a short amount of hose, and you'll also need the plug that you plan on using. I've used Anderson plugs, but it doesn't have to be that. It just depends what one you have for your setup and what one you want. And you'll also need some primer spray paint and some black spray paint. I forgot to mention that. You will also need a drill, and you will need a staggered drill head for this. Staggered drill head just makes it a lot easier. You can get these from Bunnings for like $20, and it comes in a variety of sizes. That's what you're going to use to make the hole for your tap. And now I will show you how to construct it. Some of the PVC cement. So what you're going to do with that is you're just going to put it in the parts where you're going to be connecting on both. So I'm not going to be showing you this because it's a demo and I don't actually have a purpose to make another one, but just so you get the idea, you're going to want to put the glue around here, and you're going to want to put it in this insert, and then you'll push it on like that. Best to hit it with a hammer too, so it's nice and tight and you know it's fitting. And then you're going to do exactly the same with the top bit. Put PVC glue there, and put PVC glue on the outside of this one, and then you're just going to put it in like that, and then bang that in with a hammer too, and then just let that sit. And if you decide to go for a threaded end on the other end, do that with the threaded piece too, and then just let it sit. I think you have to let it sit for about 2 to 3 hours, and then we come back for the next step. So once your shower is all glued and secured and it's all made up, all you're going to do now is spray paint it with some black spray paint. I did do a primer coat first, and then I did the black layer, so then I did another layer of black, so it was the blackest it could be. Just let that dry, everything's set, and then that's essentially the solar component of your shower, where you hope it will heat up in the sun. So with the shower, you do want to make sure that it's somewhere where the sun is actually going to hit it, otherwise you're just going to have a cold shower. So after you've done that, making the actual hole into the shower lid, and you'll just drill that, you'll measure it out, measure out the tap, how wide it is, drill the hole, put the tap in, put a washer, and then seal it with some sealant. That's it. So just showing you a bit closer on how I've actually made the shower component of my shower. So we've just got one of these connectors, and then you've got just a tiny bit of hose and a hose clamp which connects to the Whale inline pump. Then we just have the cord running from the pump running to an Anderson plug. The reason why I've got an Anderson plug is because I connected actually to this longer cord, which has 2 Anderson plugs on the end, connect it to that, and then connect it to my power box. You don't have to go with this setup. Of course, use the plug and connect whatever plug you have on your setup and what might be easier. Connect it to the cord. You do need to find the positive and the negative, but you can just use a voltmeter to figure that out. And then yeah, you just basically connect the wires, and then we've just put a little bit of tape over it. So yeah, nothing major. And then on the other end, we've just stuck the hose right onto the pump, put a hose clamp, and then just run it to another one of these connectors, and just your typical what would you call this, your typical garden hose that you just get from Bunnings. And that is pretty much the shower setup of your shower. So yeah, pretty basic. So this is the final setup once you've completed it. Up here is where you'll top up all your water, and then I've just connected it with some hose clamps. How you connect it to your setup is totally dependent on what your setup actually is, but these hose clamps I just got from Super Cheap Auto. I'll put those up just so you know what they are if you want to use these. These are really good quality. So it just runs like that, and then you've got your tap there, which I've explained how to do, and then this is just the setup, just a shower. So every time I want to use that, I just crack that open, plug it into my power box, and then voila. Very basic and simple, guys. Thanks for watching this video, guys. If you like my videos and would like to see any more of my videos, make sure you click the subscribe button. I will have a couple videos coming up shortly which will be explaining how I've made my water tank, because I've had a couple questions about that. That again, very basic setup, like probably take you about 10-20 minutes to actually do the whole setup. And then I'll also be showing you how to make the drawers in the back of my Pajero, which is another requested video. But that's all for now, guys. If you like these videos, make sure you subscribe and make sure you click the like button. That's all. See you guys.